Hey guys, Tara here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Minsk Pocket, playing for today, spawning in the north. We have El Capitano. Yes, the Brits, who has mobile assault, Royal Artillery, and commandos. Teaming up with him is Onimusha as the Soviets, who has Soviet combined arms, mechanized support, and terror tactics. Random team, both teams are random. El Capitano around rank 20, Onimusha around rank 80. Random twos. In the south we have Paratroopers as OKW, who has Firestorm, Luftwaffe ground forces, and fortifications, who's around rank 40. And Guard2707 with Jaeger armor, encirclement, and spearhead around rank 30. So if you take the averages, pretty close matchup. Yeah. Just doing pioneers out here, getting aggressive onto the munitions point, trying to prevent progress out here, and doing a pretty good job of it so far. Good early aggression, but there is going to be a UC coming out to try and put an end to that. Meanwhile, Onimusha getting off to a really slow start, going sniper first. And there is a Kuba on the field, so looks like he's going to be using the sniper on the other side of the map, so maybe the Kuba won't really get a chance to shoot at it too much, but going sniper first is a very, very risky proposition. I personally do not have the fortitude to attempt that. It's actually led to the Allies getting a very slow start, because the first capping squad was very slow to get here, and this of course got cut off at one point, so slow start for the Allies thanks to this sniper first start. But here comes an M3 scout car. However, I think it would have been better to get a squad of infantry first, because as you can see, very little munitions for the Allies thanks to their slow start, which means it's got nothing to put in there at the moment. It's like an upgraded engineer, which is not very effective. Typically the build you've been seeing in 1v1s is you get a squad of penals, then the M3. I think that would have been a better idea here, even though the penals would have been a little bit more delayed than usual thanks to the sniper first build. Anyway, sniper picks off one model there. Allies are slowly fighting their way out. Where's this universal carry heading? Okay. Sniper's rotated around. Looks like the machine gun soft retreated back a little bit, tried to get out of the range of the sniper, but eventually Guard2707's had to retreat here. Still Axis in a tremendous map control position here. Things looking pretty good for them with these light vehicles picking away at the infantry here. Ooh, we got a counter sniper from Guard2707. Well, the sniper's in the middle and two scout cars nearby, so very risky to get a counter sniper in this scenario. Just with those light vehicles running around, they could die quite easily. It's going in for the kill. Looks like the Grenadiers couldn't quite get the Faust in. Tech truck's going up. He pops the penals out. I think he wants to satchel this, but I believe it takes 3 satchel charges to destroy. Yeah, see, that one took it to half health, but you know, the penals and the machine guns did a little bit of damage to it. So I think even with one more satchel, tech structure still wouldn't have died. I think that was a bad play overall, just should have got out of there. Perhaps he's not aware of the health thresholds. The main reason I know that it takes 3 satchels is because I tried Similar maneuver against Loveness once. And narrowly didn't work. The last satchel was like, I was tossing it out, like it had cooled down. I was tossing it out and my penal died on one model. And that was it. I lost the game. But having that M3 down is good news for Guard2707 because he doesn't have to worry about that M3 chasing down a sniper. Ooh, oh, what's he doing with this Kubel? Backing it out of the army. I don't think he's going to get out because doing too much damage there. Oh, nice grenade. What tries to sneak around the side and they're right at the edge of the machine gun's range. It's having some suppression issues, but gets the job done on the second burst. Oh, but that's allowed the Volkswagen to squeeze around the side. Nice bit of teamwork there from the Axis. Machine gun was shooting right at the other edge for it to rotate its gun around that far. Take too long. And Guard2707 staying very patient with his sniper, waiting for that counter snipe opportunity. So looks like a 2-2-2. Yes, indeed. Good choice to try and help fight against these penals. And also chase down that sniper. Ooh, with the Wasp upgrade for El Capitano. Okay, he's upgrading one with PTRS. Good decision. He's floating a tremendous amount of manpower though. Definitely should have got a third penal squad here. He's gone for a fast tech. Hasn't got his medics yet either. Oh, okay, he's gone for guards. Fair enough then. They're a good substitute for another penal. Still floating a lot though. We'll have room to get medics before it's T70. Unless he's going to go for another squad of guards immediately. Just kind of looking likely. Trying to sneak this sniper up for the counter snipe. Sniper needs to get onto that side of the cover. But because he's brought his squads up here, it's not going to work out. Oh! Wipe! Not sure what they were up to there, but unfortunate loss of those Royal Engineers.
Promotions for us, chaps.
Was forcing away those squads. Oh, that must be... I thought they would surely want to... I thought for sure he's going to bring his sniper up here to try to snipe off this machine gun and leave his squads there to try to push up after he sniped it, because it's only on 2 models. He's bringing it up for a snipe now. Wasp's coming over though. He's going to spot it. Ooh. He was a little bit late on the trigger, but it ends up working out for him. I'd say he's a little bit late on the trigger because that sniper was actually retreating, so there's, you know, there's about 50% chance he was going to miss there. Can't remember exactly the numbers because they were playing around with them last test patch. Sometimes I get what actually made it to live game kind of confused in my head, but somewhere in the region of 50%. It's good enough to know. Oh, here's the looks. 6-pounder's in a nice position though. Forcing it away almost immediately. have to remember that this has the accuracy bonus against light vehicles. So even like a long range shot like that, almost guaranteed to hit against a small target size like the looks. Oh, machine gun goes down. Nice rifle grenade. But here comes T-70. Sniper could be in peril. Okay, it's out of there. Machine gun's going to be safe. Pack doesn't quite have an angle here. And now 222 doesn't have much to do on this side, thanks to all these PTRS squads. Did indeed go for a second squad of guards. Still no medics as well. Very, very, very late medics. Let's go telemine down here. Pack rotating around to try to deal with this T-70. But too soon being brave. Keeping his units in the fight and face the T-70. Pack's now rotated. Bit slow setting up though. The machine gun needs to get out of there. There's one more shot on the T-70. Oh, doesn't connect. Oh, and it looks like this could go down. No. Oh, that's a close call for the 222. Both of them getting kind of lucky in their escapes. He's actually got a bunker down here. So it looks like he's really trying to make this a stronghold. It's going to make it, you know, quite safe for his machine gun to be in this area though. Fuel cache down for El Capitano. Interesting to see he hasn't gone for the 5-man upgrade. Try to rush out a medium, which is going to be Centaur. And it's going to be, you know, pretty decent timing for him. It's currently only fighting against a Lux and a 222, so Centaur could do quite a lot of damage here. I don't think the Axis have that much AT either, just one Shrek and one Pack. This is a, you know, quite a large map, so trying to cover such a large map with just 2 pieces of anti-tank is quite tricky. Oh, but instantly runs over the shoe mine here, right in front of the Shrek squad. This could go down. No, Centaur does enough. Close call though. Bring up another squad, try to get a Faust in. I don't think a Faust will kill from this amount. Looks coming in to do a bit of extra damage as well. Where's that 6-pounder? It's in the middle. Oh man, it shoots all the way up the ramp. Looks just gets out of there, but it's a close call. Pack having a bit of trouble.
One extra soldier can be added to infantry.
T-70's been racking up the kills. Making use of the crew repair now. These Volksgrenadiers, Vet 4 already. So strong. 2v1ing those 2 squads. Okay, so we've got all 4 trucks out net, or all 3 trucks out rather, for paratroopers. Oh, massive blunder. Loses machine gun. Getting out of the trench. The trenches from fortifications. Well, looks like the tier 4 tech is in range of the central VP a little bit. Deep cap there on the VPs. Or Guard2707. T70's heading up there though. When you go for a cap this deep on a map like Minsk Pocket, can result in a squad wipe. Onimusha doing a really good job of kiting here with his T70. Trying to stay out of Faust range, but slow on the chase. Grady should get away. Pounder once again finds an angle up that hill. Triple cap now as well for the Axis. Allies draining quickly.
We're losing a capture point.
Now that he's got the 5-man upgrade, the Fox Street is having a much tougher time. I'm surprised that mine didn't get set off by the Centaur there. He did spot that with that sweeper squad earlier. Could use attack ground to kill it. There's a 4 now for Guard2707. Inflicting some bleed onto these guards. T-34 now as well for Onimusha. Got some howitzer fire coming in. Is that a pack? No? Oh yes, he does. He's got an LFH. Just looking at the wrong person. So that's why he's put all his trucks so far forwards. Wanted to go for a more forwards howitzer. Try to increase its accuracy or decrease its scatter. T-34 coming in, going after the Panzer IV, but Pack is nearby. T-34, uh-oh. Wasn't expecting the Pack to be there. But he gets lucky, bouncing that Panzer IV shot. Here comes the Stuck from the other side, though. T-34 goes down. And Guard2707 reacting well to this guard and penal spam, going for these bunkers. Oh, that's gonna go down for sure. Knowing that his opponent doesn't have mortars, doesn't have anti-tank guns to knock these out with, makes life very hard for Onimusha. And that is counter to that kind of spam. You want to spam suppression, machine guns, bunkers, because they don't have the tools to deal with it. Trying to fight them head on. Guards are so strong with the LMG upgrades. Very tough to do, but mass suppression works very well. Well, he's even got the Pack 43. It's living up to the name. Fortifications here. Within range of the mid base as well. Which has also been upgraded with a forward retreat point, which I haven't seen for a long time. But Onimusha has selected Soviet Combined Arms, so he has the Recon and IL-2 combo. Just needs to get to 12 CPs and save up the munitions, which is actually very far away from the Axis. Have had very good munitions control so far, as you can see both of them. A whole stack of munitions. And Onimusha's been, you know, throwing through a few grenades and trying to get all these LMG upgrades, as well as the PTRS upgrades. So it could be a while before we see a bombing run on this howitzer, which isn't doing too much so far, but might become relevant later. T70 now hits Vet 2, is going to get that very, very strong recon mode. Great on a map like this. Axis have a very firm hold on that central VP. El Capitano has, you know, started to get a pretty formidable army. He's got that Firefly now. And Paratroopers doesn't have much of an army, having invested so much into all this tech and Pack 43 and LFH. So he's actually having a bit of trouble holding on over on this right hand side. Bleeding a lot of manpower against the Centaur. Whoa. Onimusha going for a counter howitzer. ML20. Quite defensive position this time. Generally in these howitzer wars though, LFH comes out on top due to its better scatter. Oh, T70 goes down to the Panzer IV. Nice pick up there by Guard. Very risky trying to use his T70 in this area. Essential does a lot of damage, but it's not going to be able to get the kill. He's built another bunker slightly further forwards. Looks like the ML20's done just about nothing with that blind barrage into the fog of war.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Got a rocket barrage.
Enemy causing trouble.
Gunsoka W Panzer IV. This is still on the other side of the map. Centaur could be in trouble here. It's not fast enough to outrun the Panzer IV. 6-pounders rotating. Oh, lucky bounce. That could be enough for Centaur to get away. Oh, but a lucky bounce in response. Decides to back away. Not far enough though. Okay, now it continues. Okay, got another round of howitzer wars. Oh, but this is on counter battery. So I think the properties of counter barrage can fire further, but I think it's more accurate. So quite good at countering enemy howitzer fire. We'll have to see how that one shakes out. Yeah, looks like it's doing a pretty good job, quite accurate. Got zeroing artillery coming down here. There was also a recon plane, but that didn't last long thanks to the Centaur. And make sure you're not even like close to the edge of that border. So the counter battery's not gonna get the job done this time. Maybe next time. The shell's very close to it though. Better scatter than the ML20. for sure, but the ML20's got so many more targets to shoot at. Just to aim here and could hit just about anything. The SU-85 is a good choice. Be able to outrange that Stug, keep it honest, maybe use the focus sight mode to try and knock out some of these bunkers. Firefly coming over to fight the Panzer IV. Loses sight of it though. Land mattress fire coming in, doing some damage. Oh, Stuka dive bomb onto the ML20. There it goes. No spotting scopes yet, but they are a good choice. The Allies push right back. They're in a lot of trouble here. Haven't had control of that central VP for a long time. It's ticking under halfway now. Oh, Capitano though, he does have a pretty large army, 88 supply. And he's got the land mattress, which is at least mobile, not as vulnerable to the Stuka dive bomb. Could still go down to the LFH though, which is up to 12 kills now. Even just leaving on counter barrage, it actually got quite a lot of kills on just retreating squads and squads coming out of base. Still coming up the middle. Firefly's nearby though. Firefly misses its first shot. Just gets away. No big commitments from either team yet, just light skirmishes. Popping blitz is buttoned. Taking a lot of PTRS damage. The SU-85 unable to join the fight. Oh, Pack 43 goes down finally. To the land mattress. And now he's moving it out of the range of the counter barrage.
Supply line's been cut.
I'm surprised he played so passively with his SU-85 there. Looks like he's leaving it on focus sight mode as well. That's why it's moving around so poorly. Back to full. We're up for some more action. So he's running straight down the middle. Looks like he's kind of looking for another zeroing artillery, perhaps. He's got the munitions. Guard2707 also has the Stuka dive bomb at the ready. Oh! Right as Onimusha makes another howitzer, that's going to get dive bombed immediately. Looks like he killed the repair pioneers there with the ML20. So, Panzer IV can't actually repair up. You can see them crawling around. Looks doing some aggressive fighting here, going after the AT gun. He decrews it, but he's gonna lose the looks in response. Ooh, we did a scout plane, but it might have got shot down by the Centaur before it actually got sight of the howitzer.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
So, I'm just going to live until this is cooled down at least. Zeroing artillery coming in. Not sure he's aware how zeroing artillery works. Have to maintain sight of the area that you cast it on, which he's not really doing. Land mattress into the middle. Not going to hit much there. Needs to go a little bit deeper. Enemy howitzer takes counter barrage aim. What is this? SU-85 has been so poorly controlled by Onimusha here. Gets it round the right way, but P4 blitzing. Sticky satchel nearby. Gets it off. Oh, SU-85, what are you doing? Still leaving it on focus sight mode. Luckily his teammate saves the day. Very close call. Definitely deserves to lose it. You've got to take it off focus sight mode. Otherwise it's going to move around so slowly. Elephant in the middle though. It's problems for the Allies again. The Pioneer's deep in enemy territory. Manual spotter for the howitzer. There it goes. He's going to lose the Pioneer for it, but it's actually allowing the Elephant to get aggressive, get some shots in. Oh, he takes that down, but it gets abandoned. Lucky break for Onimusha. Dive bomb knocks out the Howie. He manages to destroy it. Allies in big trouble. Onimusha really needs to abandon going for a howitzer. Generally, you know, you can get one, but then as soon as you know your opponent's gone for Jaeger armor, you kind of have to abandon hope of any others. Much safer to get a Katyusha. Churchill for Il Capitano. Good thing about the Churchill is it takes a long time for the Elephant to kill it. Has so much health. The Elephant doesn't actually have that much rate of fire. Land mattress into the middle, not doing too much. I think land mattress is quite bad against trenches. Stolen anti-tank gun causing him some headaches, but Firefly arrives. And it looks like he's going to try chase this down. No, he's focusing on the AT gun, and he's going to clear that out with the AT grenade. No, not AT grenade, just regular grenade. Oh, AT gun gets cleared. Now he's going for the Shrek squad. Oh, main gun destroyed crit. But he's retreated.
Land mattress crew trained and ready to go.
Now Guard2707 looks like he wants to branch out, get that third VP, try close out the game. Oh, Capitano pretty much at his supply limit, so it's time for him to get aggressive with what he has. Because he can replace his losses. Might want to consider throwing... Oh, the Wasp is actually quite low supply. it would be better for him to have another AT gun instead of the Wasp. Here's the King Tiger. Churchill still hasn't got his main gun removed. But, oh! Firefly was at full, but now the counter barrage actually knocks out the land mattress and does quite a lot of damage to the Firefly. Oh, he's got a second howitzer. I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw some howitzer fire over here. Surely it hasn't cooled down already, but no. It's the second one. Oh, nice shoe mine. Traffic jam now. T-34 goes in for a ram. Oh, and it penetrates. Incredible luck. Here comes the IL-2 follow-up. Almost knocks it out. Oh, he does knock it out. Onimusha getting crazy good luck on that T-34 on the frontal armor of the King Tiger. So there's like less than a third chance that that will actually penetrate. King Tiger goes down. That's the first major loss really for the Axis. I know they lost the Panzer IV, but that's not too big of a deal. But losing the King Tiger after losing the Panzer IV, that is a big deal. Well, Capitano pops some filtration commandos to get on that VP, knowing that they're so low on VPs. There's actually not much defending this flank right now. Onimusha does have a bit of munitions, not quite IL-2 bombing run yet, but... Oh! Paratrooper not paying attention, loses his obers there. He's lost so much. Maybe he thinks the game's over and done with. He thinks he can just wrap it up and go home, but it's not the case. Dive bomb knocks out T-34. It's gone for a very advanced PAC-43, very far forwards. Recruit land mattress doing some damage. It needs to move it after that to ensure it doesn't get counter barraged. It's not really doing. Oh, and there it goes. Second time actually gets destroyed. Mustn't have repaired it. Katyusha coming in finally. Oh, and he gets the Stern Pioneer squad. Paratroopers has very little currently. He's lost a lot. Stood going after the Centaur. Firefly heading over there as well. But the Allies have got control of this VP, and Guard2707 doesn't really have that mobile of a force. Can't really contribute on the other side to help his teammate. This elephant, you know, quite cumbersome. Switching sides with it, very tricky. Back in the back there as well. Firefly returning fire. What's he doing with the Stug? Oh, he's going in for a zeroing artillery. So he's going to try to run the machine gun past the line of fire. Capture the VP. 81 left for the Allies. Ooh, dive bomb coming in. Oh, 2 bombing run rather, and it knocks out with the Pack 43 in the middle, not that high of a priority. I think this would be better, but maybe he just can't get sight of it. Going for another barrage. It's a long-range barrage into the forward retreat point. And getting a little bit of structure damage though. Feels ready to get aggressive. It's called in a recon flight to provide some line of sight as well. Line of sight should help with the accuracy of the howitzers too. Centaur should shoot that down pretty quickly though. There it goes. Ooh. So we take a look at army supplies. Allies are now in the lead. I think this is just about for the first time in the game. Paratroopers has just been losing so much. That forward Pack 43 getting knocked out. It's not a... It's a pretty significant amount of resources he lost there. I felt like putting a Pack 43 here really makes no sense because there's an elephant right already in this lane. Don't really need another massive piece of anti-tank in the same spot. There's infantry and is just woeful, can't deal with what El Capitano has at all. He just destroyed his own mine. Yeah, look at these Vet 3 double LMG squads. He's got nothing to deal with this. Nice ambush. Should allow the commanders to win. Could actually lose this over if he gets unlucky. Not quite. Ooh. Damaged engine. Jagdpanzer nearby. He's 2 shots to kill it though. He's not moving it up. Oh, he is moving it up now. A little bit slow. And he gets it anyway. Nice accuracy, long range. That T-34.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
Still, this was a nice play by El Capitano coming down this side. He hasn't been dealt with at all by paratroopers because he's invested so much into these artillery pieces and forward bases. It's gone for another looks, which is interesting. I suppose, I mean, it's decent against the infantry section, but it stands little chance against the Churchill. Maybe he thinks, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. Munitions cache is actually cut off currently, so I don't have control of this cut off. I think what paratroopers could do is get some bunkers down over here. He's showing the strength of the bunker in the middle. That way it'd force like tank to come forwards quite far, and then maybe his Jagdpanzer could contribute a little bit. Jagdpanzer on the other side of the map though currently. Looks doing a bit of health damage here, but not actually doing So much manpower bleed. Churchill trying to corner this looks, trying to prevent it from escaping. Oh, Churchill misses the crucial killing blow. Lucky, very lucky escape from paratroopers. He even retreated the wrong way. If he retreated back this way, it would have been much safer, I think. Wolfer coming in, going after the machine gun. Doesn't get it though. Oh, that elephant. Huge hit. But can't feels a little bit exposed. Yak, what is this Yak Panzer doing? This is a very risky fight. Oh, Shriek's coming in now for some support. Engineers look like they don't have Piats. They can't contribute much. They're just going to try to force away the stern pioneers. Here comes the Firefly though. Firefly, high variancy, doing some good damage. Yak Panzer doesn't look like it's going to get away. Once again, Paratroopers letting the team down, losing another high value unit. Axis in a bit of trouble here. Guard2707, you know, he has been picking off a few T-34s, but I don't know if it's enough to be making up for all the losses Paratroopers are suffering. Machine gun went down that building up here. Panther now for Guard2707. He's lost his anti-tank gun. Oh, now his Panther's going to take engine damage. Oh, Stug misses the killing blow on that T-34. Stug feeling aggressive, but there's a pack right there. I think he might have spotted it as he passed the ramp. He's trying to barrage these guys with some howitzer fire.
The enemy has silenced one of our anti-tank guns.
27 kills, Vet 5. I didn't even notice it. When did the Katyusha go down? Did that go down to a counter barrage as well? Maybe it did. Got 3 vehicles destroyed, so it must have. Katyusha must have gone down to a counter barrage. It's a good thing about the counter barrage, you know, you can just set it and forget it, and it's been doing some really good work throughout the match. Oh, nice shot, killing blow. Stern pioneers go down there. I don't know what he hopes to do with the squad up here, up against the Churchill. Like, I don't know.
We've 75 points left.
It's not going well for him though. Could lose this as well. So stupid. Why would you do that? Comes a Werfer. So he's going for that same region. Some zeroing artillery coming down though, doing some good damage. Panther charging in. Gotta be careful though, zeroing artillery could hit him as he follows the T-34's path. Panther and Stug up here quite far forwards. And Onimusha all of a sudden, he's lost a hell of a lot. Lost that pack that he had stolen before. Lost quite a few T-34s. Lost his Katyusha. Panther showing why it needs the machine gun upgrade, doing very little damage. Yep. Now Firefly's got it in its sights. Oh, he's got the button. Firefly needs to continue the chase. I think he needs 2 more shots to kill it. Strug trying to get on the rear arm of the Firefly. Tulip rocket. Oh, nicely timed tulip rocket there. Strug could still get the revenge kill here. Oh, but there's a penal squad with a sticky satchel. He's charging in, mutually assured destruction there. Strug's rate of fire coming in clutch, and down goes the Firefly. But still, that's heavy losses for Guard, losing both the Panther and the Strug to that Firefly. Okay, we got a Panther now for Paratroopers. I don't know who would actually win like a straight head-to-head battle with the Churchill. Guess we'll see. These guys are going to slug it out. Probably would be to the Churchill's advantage to be right on point blank for this fight. Still getting the job done. Panther exposing its rear armor. Pretty close fight. Churchill has, you know what, 4 more shots to kill worth of health. Or 3 or 4. I don't know that in that region. Panther has better penetration. Speaking of Panthers, this one over here, duking it out with the T-34s. Elephant hasn't really been that active. It's quite tricky to find uses for it sometimes, and the Allies are doing a pretty good job of trying to fight on the flanks away from the middle, making it tricky for the Elephant to find a target. Going back in. Out doing some good damage. Pretty good dodges on the Werfer so far for Onimusha though. Say that to his credit. Dive bomb. Easily dodged. Well, the Axis have got the Central VP on lockdown, but struggling to get either of the other two. Allies slowly grinding their way back into this game. Looked like maybe there was a bombing run. Looks like one of the howitzers died to a bombing run. Didn't notice that. Fresh Pack 43 going up. Maybe he thinks that will be in a good enough position to contribute against these 3 tanks, and it might actually do it. Think about the Pak 43s, it does so much damage it can kind of just catch you off guard. Reasonably good reload. So first time it can actually, after you build it, can do quite a lot of damage, get some kills.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
He's charging in with his Panther, kind of forcing these tanks out of the range of his Pak 43 though. Maybe you can bait them in here.
Supply is looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Pak 43 opens up with his first shot. Second shot now. Churchill's taking a lot of damage. Panther continuing the chase, but be careful, that Firefly's dangerous. This guard's blob, very formidable here. Now he's rebuilt his Katyusha, trying to soften up these bunkers.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
Down it goes, takes out the Pak as well. It's going to open up the door for Onimusha. Allies in a bit of trouble. The Axis in a bit of trouble. Allies on the front foot here. Looks like Guard2707 perhaps abandoning trying to push into this area. Gonna go over and help his teammates. I feel like this lane is a bit friendlier for the elephants, so maybe you can contribute more over there. He's going for the Broom Bear though. Should be pretty good against the guard's blob. Comes a bombing run, taking out the Pak 43. Looks like one of El Capitano's squads went down there. Overs regather the LMG. Okay, Elephant advancing now. A little bit far behind though. Panther kind of charges in.
Tank ready and waiting.
Shusha coming in, same spot, just about.
Is ready for battle.
Guard's trying to, Penal's trying to come down the side, but a bunker's there. Ooh, that was a big first hit. That's exactly what he got it for. The forward comes forward, but he's got pretty sturdy frontal armor. That's just that shot. Elephant. Oh, going aggressive. Misses that shot. Clicks that engineer though. Problem is, there's not much to force these infantry squads away from the VP, and the Axis are also getting very low on VPs now.
The enemy cut our supply line.
So these two blocking each other's pathing.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Leaving the commandos stealthed. Okay, he's bringing them into action now. But he might be trying like a super tricky maneuver. Exchanging grenades. Slightly better dodge from Il Capitano. And because he's a Vet 2, I think they should be able to win here. Despite of the support from the... No. So having to retreat. Thanks to the Panther, and he sticks around with the one model squad. Brave. This probably has been godsend on this side. Forcing away all of Onimusha's infantry. T-34 forgotten about. Trying to get away. Not this time. Capitano's going to make another push down this right-hand flank. Elephant looks like it's going to rotate round back to the side. Oh, looks like he wants to go in for the flank, but it's too risky. He's popped blitz to get out of there. Does. Looks like the Obers actually went down there to the Centaur. And a one-man Ober squad. Going for another Pack 43. Going in a recon plane. Centaur is still alive. He's kept this alive so well. 50 kills. Pack 43 gets a shot in thanks to the recon. Elephant also contributing now. It's ready 5, forcing back the Brombier. Oh, this could be dead. Yep, there it goes. Centaur finally goes down just as I was praising him for keeping alive for so long. There it goes. Pack 43 coming in. Doing quite a lot of damage. Still needs to get over here, control the VP, Il Capitano. I think in this situation, yeah, you want to try hide the squad behind the building so the vehicle can't shoot at you. Or maybe thinks that nobody's here. And then whenever the squad comes to cap, you try and ambush them. Don't know, maybe paratroopers spotted them running around behind the building? Or maybe not. The Axis in big trouble. Very low on VPs now. Panther in trouble as well. Onimusha finally has a pretty formidable tank army. 2 T-34s and a Sherry 5. Too much for the Panther to deal with alone. What is he doing with him though? Elephant now in a relevant position. And he's about to lose. Just saying he's finally got enough tanks. He just about loses one. Oh, but the Panther gets in range for a sticky satchel. I think it's going to go down. Oh, but it's abandoned. No. It's not. It's destroyed. Neither of the T-34s went down. He's finally getting some infantry over here to cap, but it's a Vet 3 double LNG squad. He's gonna need a little bit more.
Upgrade complete. 75 points remaining. Tactical adjustments needed.
It's going to be close. A little bit late. El Capitano springing the ambush, allowing this to get all the way to neutralize at the very least.
Anti-tank gun and crew now ready for action.
Oh, looks like he's going to be able to complete the cap. Okay, now he comes out, but yeah, it's a little bit late on the ambush. Got all the way to capture. They exchange grenades. Oh, but he grenades himself. Very poor grenade by El Capitano. He has to get out of there. That was just a horrible grenade. No damage to his opponent, all to himself. Luckily there's the friendly fire damage modifier, otherwise he lost his own squad there. Elephant getting aggressive. Takes out one T-34. He's trying to spot with these grenadiers. Takes out the second one now. And Panther chasing down. The Su-85 going to get round behind it. Not quite. He finally managed to deactivate the focus sight mode. Panther still needs one more shot, but Elephant is there. Oh, and the T-34 actually bounces or absorbs the shot, which would have been the killing blow on the Su-85. He gets the Su-85. Now Panther in trouble. Gets Vet 1, pops the blitz. But nice block by Onimusha. Panther trying to face its frontal armor correctly, and he does. Bounces that shot from the T-34. Oh, with the anti-tank gun on the rear armor, takes down the Panther. And Allies hanging in there, holding on to the VPs. Take a look at army supplies. El Capitano still has a huge army, kind of making up for his teammate, whose army, after losing all those tanks, very diminished. But now he's going to get a little bit aggressive with this. Is a little bit exposed on the rear to a T-34, but Elephant's actually coming up this side now. So that should shut down T-34 flanks. Okay, in he goes. He's spotting with the Pioneers, but they find the machine gun. He's using the bunker busting barrage. Good timing for it. Clears out that machine gun almost immediately. Axis neutralize the middle. But I don't think they're going to be able to hang in there. Looks like the Elephant actually staying in the middle. And the Brumbier feeling too exposed in the north. Dive bomb. Must be on this trench. Annihilates the machine gun inside.
A capture point is being overrun.
Oh, squad in the middle pinned. Axis trying to capture it. Probably up here doing its best, but two squads flanking around. Could button this. Could be trouble. They get the button off. No button. Where's the button? Oh, very late button. T-34 not chasing quickly enough either. Now fresh Panther coming to join the fight. Oh, that was a good shot. With the Panther now, he feels like he can hold the line here. Oh, what was this? Panther goes in. I heard some tulip rockets go off. Looks like he took down the Firefly, but loses the Panther. Squad making a mad dash for the VP. There's nothing over here defending. Oh, used target weak point on the PAC-43. It doesn't have sight. Can't attack ground. Wants to kill that. He's desperate to kill the Churchill here. It's a risky proposition though. Churchill's still got a decent amount of health. Oh, that could have been the killing blow. That could have been the out of control tank, but it wasn't. And Allies once again in control of the VPs. He's trying to cap over here. T-34 goes in. Is he going to use secure mode? No. Yes. He does use secure mode. Blocks the VP briefly. But ends up losing the T-34. Next T-34 being mobilized. It's kind of a little bit too early to be chucking your units into the VP. Still a few more ticking down. Maybe if we're like in the 10 range, but there's still a few more than that. T-34 coming in on the rear armor. Panther, oh, just skirts around the side. He's actually focusing the Umbear though. He wants to force it away so he can get the cap. Oh, but even this thing is bouncing everything thanks to its armor bonus. Get 2 armor bonus. There he goes, he gets it. Took out a squad of infantry section on his way down though. And this one's also been cleaned out thanks to the Tiger, King Tiger. So Axis gonna have control of 2 VPs, Allies only 1, and Allies 11 VPs. I don't think they've got what it takes to get in the middle. He's just trying to stall any squads from getting to the middle. There's a machine gun here and a bunker. So the central VP, there's no fly zone. And I think that's going to be it. There's just nothing to get onto one of these VPs in time. Trying to sneak in there with the commandos with the camouflage, but doesn't quite work. The camouflage expired. Or they just came out of camouflage. Wasn't enough craters, and that's the game. Very close match between these two. Paratroopers just, I think he really let down the team with his armor preservation. This howitzer really was good. Like, took out a couple Katyushas, took out a land mattress, howitzers. It's good, but once there was no threat of indirect fire though, he just left it on counter barrage the whole game. Could have made use of it. Also was a bit reckless with his units. Allies made a good adaptation, trying to fight on the flanks a little bit more once the Elephant arrived. Made it quite hard for Guard2707 to find opportunities to shoot with it. But in the end, Axis do grind this one out. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.